all professions, there is a level of decorum and professionalism that we have to exhibit. We also have to model appropriate behavior for our students and our teachers. I don't know what preempted that. We all have always here at the district had an open door policy if someone is experiencing difficulties that they need to address. He also has an open door to have that conversation with his UL student teacher supervisor, the teacher at the site. He can go to his UL supervisors. Everybody is willing to listen. But his unprofessional behavior drew some concern. And the principal of the school where he was conducting his student teaching at the time had conversation with UL staff, and he was asked to leave. And that's all I have to say about that.
Well, the student teacher, he never made any comment about what school he was teaching at, never mentioned a student. So did he technically break any board policy?
There is no board policy that's saying that he broke any board policy. It's not about board policy. If the student teacher felt unsafe on the campus, the administrator who was watching, I guess, the board meeting had a conversation with UL staff, and that's where he was asked to continue his education someplace else.
Yeah. And now the student says that he feels like this is personal, that he spoke out against a board about the policies, the discipline issues, and that he's feeling the repercussions for it.
Abby Bro, a teacher at Edgar Martin, came and very eloquently stated to us her concerns. We met with the teacher at Edgar Martin. We have no problems meeting with anyone concerning any discipline issues, concerning anything that they have difficulty with. What was unfortunate is that the young man at this time didn't understand that there is a level of professionalism that needs to take place, and we have to model that professionalism for our children, our teachers, and our community. And it just was not appropriate.
So if he didn't use profanity, saying verbatim what the students said, he would have been fine?
He'd have been fine. It was the profanity that he used on the board floor. This is an open channel, and we have people in the community, we have parents, we have teachers, we have children that even sometimes with their parents are watching the board meeting. This was not HBO or MTV, and we just didn't think that that was appropriate.
And what about the freedom of speech it was during the public comments?
That's fine. I don't have a problem with that, but we still have to maintain a level of decorum.
Now, does this student teacher, if he is reinstated over at Karen Crowe High or assigned to another school, does he have the possibility of becoming an educator in the Lafayette Parish school system?
What kind of question is that? Well, of course. We have lots of people that apply to our system. At any given time, he's given that right to apply to our system.
Will he still have a fair shot, though, of getting a job after what happened at the meeting?
He has every right to apply to our system. If he goes and he conducts himself in a professional manner with a principal in our system, he will be given and afforded that same right as everyone else.
And, these are the questions that we have to ask, nothing personal.
I understand. I'm not taking it that
yeah,
way.
I know.
This is like goofy.
But we've heard several rumors that somebody came up to you, told you where the student was teaching at, and then you contacted the principal.
Unfortunately, I didn't even know the young man's name. I didn't even remember the young man's name. His principal was watching the board meeting. I found out about it after it occurred. They take in a while before I get to work.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No.